another practice day. So, in these days, which I haven't been publishing any vlogs, I still been practicing. Mostly I've been working on my new moves of working Flair and some juggling, but then I've been trying to come up with some ideas for the bottle in the scene. I want to change a bit this part, and as well with some multiple objects as well, but then the rest of the routine is gonna stay pretty much the same. I'm not gonna change that much, but I mean working Flair with the moves I put in is looking pretty nice and sick, and I love it, and I'm already noticing what is going cleaner and cleaner. The more I work on these moves, more confident I become, and more I understand these moves. Because the point is, like, for example, in one move of the 3-in-1 bottle and working Flair, all this time I've been actually practicing this move in a wrong way. I found out this moment which I need to focus extra to change a bit the timing in such a way what I can land the move actually. Because before, yeah, I've been trying to practice this move and everything was okay. Sometimes I've been landing, sometimes no, but still been struggling with this. So now actually it's much better as soon as I found out this. So actually this is the thing about the moves, and especially about the new moves when you're coming up with them. But sometimes it's hard to understand it, especially at the beginning, how to make them, how to make, for example, the bottle fly in this direction or that direction, how to catch it properly, yeah? And well, all I can say is you need to keep on trying. You may try to maybe film yourself from the side to see what you can improve. Mostly for me, it's working out, yeah, and just trying again and again and again. It's kind of, the more I fuck around, the more I found out. So it's kind of working like this. And yeah, so with the new moves, pretty much, I believe I'm not gonna put any more. I need to start to practice actually properly, and I still didn't finish out the music. My music is already on the like kind of half of the routine. Still need to find out some nice tracks to put in, and then on top of these tracks I need to create the routine itself. Anyway, I'm gonna have a time till March, because in this competition in Italy I'm not gonna go at the end of the February, so it's leaving me like 1-2 weeks more to practice and prepare properly the new routine. It's kind of sad from another side, because I've been thinking to go in this competition in Italy at the end of the February, just to kind of try new move, routine, music, how the people react, how the judges react on this. Such a way what when I'm gonna go in Finland, I'm gonna be more confident about this routine. Or maybe if something goes wrong in Italy, I can bit upgrade or change it, in such a way what, okay, I'm gonna be more sure it's gonna go well in Finland. But yeah, without further ado, today I'm gonna work on same working Flair routine, juggling routine, and I'm gonna practice a bit separate moves which I had from the old routine, and as well, like outside of the video, I'm gonna be trying to work on new connections between the moves for the multiple objects as well. So that's the plan. I'm planning maybe 2 hours, 2.5, maximum 3 hours of the training, not that big. And then yeah, let's go. I'm gonna start with some warm up, like some freestyle, just to warm up some muscles and put my heartbeat a bit up before starting. Warming up also my leg in the meantime. Opa. Opa. That's the move I've been talking about before. I realized how to catch it easier for me with. Oh. Okay, like this, another 4 times, and then I'll work on separate move with the working flare. I did 5 times working flare, and now I'm gonna work separately on the moves which I'm making the mistakes the most. So there are 2 here, both freaking small model, both new ones. That's why I'm dropping it pretty often now. What I wanted to say, guys, like I'm a big like kind of supporter or believer. I would say I'm a big believer. What you not only need to practice on your routine actually, but also on separate moves only, because I mean back in the days it used to be like this, as I understood. Maybe I'm wrong. What back in the days everyone been practicing only the routines, like full routines with the music, every time, like repeatedly. In my opinion, I mean, I can do my 15, 20 times, well, 15 times maybe the final routine in one training, which is gonna take for me like 3-4 hours, maybe even more. But the point is, every time I'm gonna make the mistakes, most probably, it's gonna be in the same exact moves, which are like more complex, more difficult, or more new. And that's why I am more of a believer of working separately on those moves than on full routine, you know. If I need to put the percentage of the training time and the repetitions on, for example, the routines I'm training, separate sequences, and the moves I'm training separately, like the least percentage would be when I'm practicing actually the full routine with the music. Because I don't need it, for me, I don't need to practice it that much. Yeah, I understand I need to go through all the rules of the competition, check all the sponsors, check the cocktails I need to do. Yeah, I need to try it with the music and everything. But before the competition, I mean, if I need to take like 3 weeks of training sessions before the competition, I would probably repeat full routine with the music and everything, not more definitely than 20 times. So yeah, in 3 weeks, not more than 20 times for sure. I believe in around much more, it's like maybe 15, you know. because I don't need to repeat it over again and again and again. And my brain is going to be already remembering what cocktails I need to make, what pours I need to make, what sponsors I need to present. And the routine is the music, yeah, it's going. But the point is, most probably in these repetitions, 20 repetitions in 3 weeks' time, I'm going to be making the most mistakes on exactly separate moves. So for example, I repeat now 5 times the working Flair. 100% of the times, I've been making the mistakes in this 3 teams 1 bottle move. With one of them. And another one is kind of more stable, is going still 50-50, so it's not that good either. And if I need to now repeat all my routine with the music and so on, I will definitely gonna make the mistakes there. So why not first for me to work on these separate moves and then try to repeat maybe sequences with this and see how it goes, smooth or not, and then put it with the music and practice full routine. Because it's not making sense for me to practice over and over routine full with the music. If anyway that I'm gonna drop exactly the same moves. You see? So I'm a big believer in this. That's why I'm spending so much time on working on separate moves. That's why, for example, if I did now only a sequence of the working Flair for 5 times, now each of these moves, which I'm going to practice separately, I'm going to repeat for 20 times. So yeah, let's go. Oh. Yeah. Some weeks off today is this move. I just repeat it 20 times, maybe even more. It's super heavy. Okay, some days it's going good, sometimes no, sometimes no. Now I'm gonna take a bit of the rest. I'm gonna go for another second move of the 3 teams 1 bottle. Yeah. Oba. Ah. One last time. Yeah, here we go. Whew. Oh. Nice. Okay. Like this another 4 times. Then we'll continue with the juggling, separate moves. First I'm going to do 3 bottles. I'm going to do it with the plastic bottles because with the time, with the more sweating, the glass bottles are becoming super slidey, like especially in this move when I need to throw 3 bottles on over my shoulders. So with the plastic bottles, it's going to be a bit easier grip, and as well there is no reason for me that much still to repeat it with the glass bottle because it's not that clean yet, you know, and I don't want to break like 20 bottles straight away only to practice this move. So I would just do with the plastic ones. I already did 7 or 8 times behind the scenes. So. Opa. This is the move. Need to be in the books of how to dislocate your shoulder in 1 second. That was painful. One more time. Okay. Go. Yep. Oh. Okay, I guess I got it. Now I will repeat, make sure it's true, and I will explain. Okay, I understand. To let you understand the details of each move you need to pay attention to. Here, when I'm throwing the final skull over the shoulder to the stop, sometimes it's landed perfectly in the right position, but still I cannot balance it. Why? Well, the liquid in the final skull, like because the bottle is plastic, it's harder to balance it out. It's not having that much weight as, for example, glass bottle. Yeah. So, and the most weight you have is from the liquid. So, for example, here, when I am removing third bottle out of my hand, I may stay for a while, like in this position or like so. So all the liquid is like in the neck or on the body of the bottle, and then I go over the shoulder and start to throw it. Yeah. The point what I noticed, I need to, as soon as I release the third bottle, I need to go down straight away. So the liquid, most of the liquid would be at the bottom. So then when I can release it and put it to the stove, it's gonna be much easier to actually keep it the balance. Just the details of this move, like of each move in the Flair, what you need to pay attention to, is actually crazy. Yeah. So yeah, sometimes you just need to really dedicate a lot of time into repeating the same move, and not only repeating it, but also thinking how to do it. I've been explaining this a couple of vlogs ago. When you know the move, you can make or invent like this one move. When you understand this one move, you can create hundreds of the moves. You see? So understanding and knowing the move is two different things. So yeah. Okay, couple of more repetitions. I did like 7 already. Need to keep on going, and then some of rest of the routine, bottle and tin, but it's gonna be behind the scenes. Yeah. So next vlog I'm gonna put in 2 days. Tomorrow I'm working. Yeah, next one is gonna be on Tuesday. Tuesday I'm gonna practice kind of the same way. I'm mostly now working on the new moves which I want to include in my routine. I cannot practice yet full routine because I am lacking the music, and still half the routine is not ready yet, I didn't put it together yet. I didn't link it together and connect it together yet. So I still can't practice full routine, but separate on these ones I'm gonna work till I'm gonna finish creating the rest of the routine. So yeah, and then this routine is gonna be ready to get fucking 11 world championship titles.